Good morning, students. Welcome back to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. You're coming back to your communication class. Well, students, today we'll get along with a little more vocabulary building. We'll see it. It's difficult to retain, It's difficult to retain words in mind without using them in conversation. Vocabulary building. Every day I try to teach you some words, but one method I've taught you of: when you watch something, you put down the word, look into the word, to their meanings in a dictionary, jot it down in a notebook, synonyms, antonyms to those words you try to take, and word forms like adjective cases, adverbial cases, noun cases. So like this, with one single word you will be able to build many connective words. So this is one method of vocabulary building I've told you. And then to give you some more vocabulary buildings, I think I've taught you about a root word, adding suffixes and prefixes to them. And when you are adding the prefixes or the suffixes to the root word, then you develop more words. This is another method. And then some more complicated words which are not familiar to you. When you want to uplift your language and you want to build up your vocabulary, we tell you some words which people use. You don't remember them immediately, you can't jot them down. So in that cases, there's a simple technique, students. Instead of learning word in words in mind without using them in conversation, some word you will remember. In which context the word is used, you don't remember. You only remember the word. And then after some time you forget. You can't keep them in your brain. So better technique is, whenever you listen to a word, connect a beautiful sentence or make a beautiful sentence. Sentence you will remember. And once when you remember the sentence in that context, how the word is used with some blunt marks, you can remember. So this is a beautiful technique to improve your vocabulary and memorize or remember your words. It's difficult to retain words in mind without using them in conversation. So it's a good idea to relate words to everyday situation. Now, whichever new word you are using or whichever new word you are learning, remember, students, try to practice them in your daily usage. Now, whichever word you have once caught, try to put them in your language. That's a very good technique to remember words. So it's a good idea to relate words to everyday situations. It's beneficial to remember words with examples instead of remembering only the words. So only words will never help you. To develop your vocabulary or remember your vocabulary. Instead, make some examples, and with those examples, when you try to use them up in your daily everyday life, that will be very, very beneficial, and it will improve your vocabulary very, very well. This is helpful in improving vocabulary and communication skills. So in our communication skills class, the vocabulary building, we have small conversations, and in the conversation or in a small article or in a small performance, we are going to use new words, and how those words are going to help you, how they build your vocabulary, you are going to learn today. So here we are, students, with Trick to Learn Vocabulary Part 1. Today we are going with Part 1, and day by day, when we are learning more and more vocabulary, we'll go with the remaining parts. So today we have Part 1, where you will learn vocabulary related to restaurant. Well, this is quite common. With your family, with your friends, you'll be going to restaurants. And there, when you use a good vocabulary, you're looked upon, you're great. So in our daily usage, I've already told you, students, something which is unused, it's waste for us to learn. In a day-to-day life, where you are mingling with people, in those situations, what kind of new words, what kind of beautiful words you will try to put up, and you will be trying to build up your vocabulary, and unique vocabulary where you're going to use, we are going to go for today. So today we have vocabulary related to restaurants, and that we are going to go with for the Part 1. Fine. This is the conversation, or this is the article. You just listen to it. Yesterday we went to a restaurant to celebrate a birthday of one of my friends. The restaurant had a pleasant ambience. There was a good lighting system in the background. I noticed some people were from my hometown. I felt quite nostalgic. The staff was also very gracious. Variety was available in the food, as various cuisine were available over there. The food we ordered was really delectable. The restaurant offered complimentary cake at the end. However, we had a grievance because there was less space for parking. So this is what speech is, or regarding a restaurant. I repeat once again, you can see, students. Yesterday we went to a restaurant to celebrate a birthday of one of my friends. Fine. This much you understood. We went to a restaurant. You know what's a restaurant? A place where you can happily sit and eat with your family, with your friends. A splendid meal you'll be provided with on pay. So that's a restaurant. You went to a restaurant to celebrate a birthday with one of my friends. One of your friends' birthday. Remember, whenever there is one, plural form, friends has to come. Most of the students will say one of my friend. Friend is one. In that friend, how can one be? One of my friend? No. One of my friends. You have many friends, and from the friends, one. So never say one of my friend. It's grammatically an error, students. One of my friends. Fine. One of my friends' birthday. You have so many friends, and from your friends, one friend's birthday. The restaurant had a pleasant ambience. Now this is a new word. Pleasant. Very, very nice, beautiful. The restaurant had a pleasant ambience. We'll see what that word is. There was a good lighting system in the background. Lighting. So remember another very important point, students, when you're especially going with your comprehensive passages, you will be having some difficult words in the vocabulary. So generally what we suggest our students is, when a new word comes, try to relate it to the context. Now you went to a restaurant. Restaurant is a place where you sit and eat. Now you went to celebrate a birthday of one of your friends. Fine, you're all sitting over there. The restaurant had a pleasant ambience. You have no idea about what this word is. But then there was a good lighting system in the background. Good lighting system means the restaurant had a beautiful, probably beautiful greenery around, beautiful wall hangings, and especially the rope lights or focus lights from the back as a background. It had a little dim lighting. So there was a good lighting system in the background. So when you hear this, some idea will come that the hotel or the restaurant is looking excellent. It's looking beautiful, wonderful. So something related to it, probably the word is. We'll have it afterwards. So just I'm trying to tell you like how you will be able to get accustomed of strange words. So maybe this ambience is something like with the look of the restaurant. Maybe the look of the restaurant. I noticed some people were from my hometown. I felt quite nostalgic. Must have heard this word. Now you again connect to the sentence I've told you. I've noticed some people were from my hometown. Means when you see your hometown people, I felt nostalgic. Means that feeling, that nativity feeling, or you remember your place. Maybe you left India and you went to a western country and there you see your Indians, or probably coming from Andhra Pradesh, or moreover from Visakhapatnam. Now, I feel nostalgic. You don't know what this word is, nostalgic. But my hometown people, maybe it took me back to my place. We'll see what it is. So here you are introduced with two words, students, ambience and nostalgic. We'll have the remaining. The staff was also very gracious. Maybe, mostly you'll be hearing this word, but maybe you don't know. Gracious. The staff was also very gracious. So also means ambience, nostalgic. These are the two words which I don't know. So gracious, something good, bringing a good opinion, probably. No, you keep it. Whatever you are feeling, you try to keep it aside. Variety was available in the food as, again I repeat, variety was available in the food as various cuisines were available over there. Now what is this cuisine? Cuisine. You don't know this word at all. So variety was available in the food. So people are also looking very, very nice, gracious. The food over there has various cuisine. Means various delicious items. What is it? We don't know. Anyway, there was variety as was available in the food as various cuisines were available over there. The food we ordered was really delectable. We ordered was really delectable. Delectable, something relating to delight. Delectable, we don't know. The restaurant offered complimentary cake at the end. You know what is compliment? Means praising somebody, appreciating somebody. Probably complimentary. That much you can understand. Probably as a compliment, as a praising, they gave us a cake because it was my brother's birthday. I'm sorry, my friend's birthday. One of my friend's birthday. However, we had a grievance because, however, this is an opposite. All this probably is good. However, we had a grievance. What is grievance? Grieve. Something sad. Something relating to that word. Sad. Grievance. What is it? Because there was less space for parking. If the hotel or the restaurant is very, very beautiful, but the parking system is not good. So we had grievance. What could that be? So when you think about a paragraph like that, remember students, vocabulary becomes easy for you. You can easily score marks. Anyways, the examples for the words we'll now have it. Words with meanings and additional examples. Okay. Words with meanings and additional examples. We have the meaning for the word and we also have some sentences with that. First one is ambience. Meaning, the character and atmosphere of the place. The ambience is not something like wonderful exactly I can tell you, but it shows you a character. Now, when you go to some sorts of restaurants, you find it in a Western style. Some restaurants are very, very traditional. All the bamboos, like hay, huts, all pots, in the mud pots they will give you. So you feel that you've gone to some village atmosphere. So now you've got the meaning of ambient, students. It is atmosphere. So it was delightful, it was beautiful, something different, something which has stolen your heart. When you go to a particular restaurant, you should feel it's unique. So that's the meaning over here. Okay, now we'll have examples with them. The examples are, the seating area of the hall has good ambience. The seating area, different atmosphere. Sometimes you will have the sitting in a lawn. Sometimes you will have enclosed room with the AC up. Sometimes you will have full greenery. Sometimes you will have waterfall or a flow of water beside you. So this is called ambience. The sitting area of the hall has good ambience. The reason for choosing the hotel was its nice ambience. Why we chose that hotel? Because it has a beautiful ambience. Now the synonyms are air, aura, climate, mood, feel, surrounding influences. The surrounding had beautiful influences. There's a beautiful climate over there, a beautiful feel you'll get. So this is called, or this is the meaning of ambience. You've learnt a word. Fine. Next one. Nostalgic. Missing familiar things or persons. I've told you, you have seen some of your people coming from your hometown. and then you felt nostalgic. Nostalgic means you have remembered your place, your life. See, missing familiar things of persons. Suddenly when you see them, you remember your country, you remember your village, you remember your town. That is called nostalgic, remembering your past. Students living in hostels often feel nostalgic. Often feels nostalgic means they want to go back to their home. They always remember, they miss the thing. That's the meaning. I feel nostalgic when I see photos of my childhood. So what is the synonyms of lonely, lonesome, sentimental, homesick, regretful? So nostalgic is something which takes you to the past, and then you feel how nice my country is, how beautiful I used to be there. Now, so even though you're in an excellent atmosphere, once when you see your people, you are taken back. You miss that place and you go back. So this is called nostalgic. Well, students, we have learnt the second word also. Gracious. I've told you, gracious is something which is looking beautiful. Courteous, kind, pleasant. When you see these people, the people who serve in the restaurant, they are so humble. They're so good at their expressions and all. So this is called gracious. His gestures were very gracious. No, they try to please you. They smile. Whatever you want, they'll give you. So this is called gracious. Employees of your company are gracious. So what is the synonyms of it? Polite, friendly, amiable. Means something which is very, very known and familiar and friendly to you. Well, I've gone with this word previously. It is cuisine. Cuisine means the practice or manner of preparing food. A different style of preparing food. Chinese, Italians, like this, Desi. You have different cuisine. So, here I've given you the phonetic also. It is the practice or manner of preparing food. Example, the menu covers various cuisines, varieties. With various styles it is prepared, with various tastes is prepared, which is very, very, good at your tongue. So this is called a cuisine. There are some shops with ethnic cuisines such as Italian and Japanese food. So now you must have understood. The Western cuisine, Eastern cuisine, Desi cuisine. So these are called that style of food. A different style, when you taste, you remember your grandmother. It's like that. Synonyms: foods, tables, menus, cookeries, whatever. These are different. Instead of saying I want different Italian food, or you can go to a restaurant and say what variety of cuisines you have. So this is good. Fine. Delectable. The other word is delectable. Extremely pleasing to the sense of taste. The food was delectable. Means you really loved it. And you can feel the taste for a longer time even after you come home. So examples: the desserts offered was delectable. Food at his birthday party was delectable. Means beautiful. So when you go to some restaurant or when you go to some parties, you don't need to say food is very nice. You say food is delectable. Beautiful. Good word you have used. So instead of saying food is nice, food is good, food is delectable, I really loved it. Well, the synonyms are delicious, pleasant, tasty, delightful, enjoyable. I've really enjoyed the food. That's the meaning of delectable. Now, complimentary. I've told you, students, previously only what is the meaning of complimentary. Complimentary means in admiring way or a pleasing way you are given. Something that costs nothing, means free of cost. As a compliment, they are very happy that you are all delightful, you are all enjoying the food there. So as a complimentary, they gave you a cake. Hotels usually give complimentary coupons to attract people. Complimentary. When you're leaving, they will give you a coupon and they say, sir, next time when you come here, you will have 10% off. A trick. That is, again, you can come and spend at least 90% of the money on it. 10% is free. But definitely you'll come for that coupon. To eat, you'll come and spend 90% of the money. So this is complimentary, which means they give food free of cost as a reward or as a praising gift. Okay. Beverages offered were complimentary. Even when you go to some of the restaurants, you order the food. They will say, sir, complimentary. They may give you some desserts or some beverages, which means drinks. And they say, choose whichever you want. These are complimentary drinks. These are complimentary desserts. So this is the meaning of complimentary. Free without any charges. So this is the meaning of complimentary. You have understood that. You have learnt it. Next one. Grievance. Grievance is complaint. So though everything was very, very good, I've told you it's beautiful. Everything was very, very nice there. But you had a complaint. Example. A portal was launched to file grievance. A portal was launched to file grievance. So the party came to put a complaint against. They launched a portal to put a complaint against. That's the meaning. He was not willing to listen to grievance of the public. Though he is a collector or though he is a head of that place, he is a good inspector, he is not willing to hear the complaints of the public. So grievance means complaint. You're not happy. You're happy with all this, but you're not happy over there. So because you're not happy, you have a complaint. That's the meaning. So synonyms are complaint and objection. When you're objecting something, when you're complaining something, that's called grievance. So fine students, in this part we have learnt many words. Okay, and in the next class we will learn in part 2 words related to traveling. So we have completed for that in today's vocabulary building class. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you, students.